The Native Americans who originally inhabited the area that is now Detroit were part of the Six Nations of Iroquois, which included the Mohawks, and were coming from what is today southeastern Ontario. Other Native American tribes that inhabited the area were the Ottawa, Chippewa, Shawnee, Wyandot, Ojibwe, and Huron. The island that we now know as Belle Isle was originally known as Wa-na-Bizi, or Swan Island. The fur trade at this time was very important to both Native American groups and the Europeans, and was a way for the two groups to come together peacefully and trade. But sadly, peace would not last. In the late 1690s, Antoine de la Motte Cadillac brought early French settlers to Detroit who were busy working their ribbon farms and used the island for a commons area to house a small garden for the garrison and to keep their livestock safe from wolves, theft, or running off into the forest. The pigs ran wild, eating up many thousands of rattlesnakes which had infested the island, and so earned the island the name Île aux Cochons, or translated, Hog Island. In 1760, France surrendered Detroit to Great Britain, and Hog Island, as it became known, changed hands. In 1762, George MacDougall claimed the island, cleared a parcel of land, and built a house on it. MacDougall shared the island with a family called Fisher. The Fisher family tragically would be massacred by Native Americans during an unsuccessful attack on Fort of Detroit by Chief Pontiac in 1763. After the massacre, MacDougall officially purchased the island from the Chippewa and Ottawa chiefs for 5 barrels of rum, 3 rolls of tobacco, 3 pounds of vermilion paint, and 1 belt of wampum. The deed was officially signed in 1769. In 1783, the Treaty of Paris marked the end of the Revolutionary War and established the Detroit Channel as the boundary between the US and Canada, making Hog Island an American territory. The British gave up all claims to the island as the Revolutionary War ended. In 1793, William Macomb bought the island for £1,594, and his sons in turn sold the island to Barnabas Campow for $5,000 American dollars in 1817. Around this time, the public began to use the island again for picnics, and when needed, a quarantine area. And up until the late 1830s, the island was a very popular place for holding duels. In 1845, the island was renamed Belle Isle after territorial governor Lewis Cass's daughter, Isabel. Even though the island was still only accessible by ferry boats, by the 1850s, people were coming in droves to recreate and escape the industrial boomtown Detroit had become.